Knitting should be relaxing, right? But walk into a craft store and it's immediate sensory overload. Hundreds of needles, strange gadgets. Do you actually need all of it? Definitely not. Hi, I am Jurgita from Relax Knitting. Today I'm clearing the confusion and saving your budget. We are breaking down the bare minimum essentials you need to get started. Plus, the level up tools you will actually want when you are ready for your first sweater or pair of socks. Let's dive in. If you are a total beginner, ignore everything else. This is your survival kit. You only need these 5 things. Yarn. Start with a medium weight yarn. Look for the symbol 4 or worsted on the label. Avoid the dark colors like black or navy. It's too hard to see your stitches when you are learning. Needles. Match your needles to your yarn. For beginners, I recommend bamboo or wood needles. Why? Because metal is slippery and your stitches will fall off. Wood grips the yarn and slows you down, which is exactly what you want right now. Scissors. Any scissors work, but a small pair of embroidery scissors is easier to keep in your project bag. Measuring tape. Knitting is math. You need this to check if your scarf is long enough or if your gauge is correct. Tapestry needle. This looks like a sewing needle but thick and blunt. You absolutely need this to weave in your ends when you finish. Okay, you have mastered the scarf or coasters. Now you want to knit a sweater or a hat. You need to upgrade your toolkit with 2 specific things. Circular needles. You might think these are just for knitting in a circle, but they are actually better for everything. They hold the weight of the heavy sweater on the cable, so your wrists don't get tired. For a hat, you will specifically need a 40 cm or 16-inch cable. Stitch markers. These little rings are your road signs. They mark the beginning of a round or show you where to increase or sleeve. You cannot knit a sweater without them. Socks are magical, especially in winter, but they require a very specific set of tools, double-pointed needles. These look like torture devices, but they are amazing. You use 4 or 5 of them at once to knit small tubes, like the ankle of a sock. Sock yarn. Do not use regular wool. You need yarn that has at least 20% of nylon or polyamide. If you use 100% wool, your heels will wear through in a week. The nylon adds strength. A ruler or a sock ruler. A measuring tape is floppy. For socks, a stick ruler is often better to measure the exact length of the foot inside the sock. You don't need this to start, but these are the tools that takes you from struggling beginner to happy knitter. They solve the specific annoyance we all face. Row counter. You can use a pencil and paper, but clicking this is faster. It saves you from that panic moment of what? That was row 4 or row 5. Needle gauge. Essential for Mr. Needles. If you find a needle in the bottom of your bag and don't know the size, slide it into these holes. If it fits perfectly, that's your size. Knitting calculator and counting frame. This frame helps you isolate exactly 10 centimeters or 4 inches of fabric to count your stitches. The slider on the side does the math for you, telling you exactly how many stitches to cast on for a sweater so it actually fits. Point protectors or stitch stoppers. This is for your sanity. Have you ever pulled your knitting out of the bag and half the stitches had slid off the needle? Nightmare. These rubber caps, I call them stoppers, go right on the tips to lock your stitches in place when you are knitting. Cable needle. This little bent needle is for cable knitting. If you want to knit those beautiful Irish sweaters with the twists and braids, you use this to hold a few stitches in the waiting room, either in the front or back, while you knit around them. Yarn guide ring. If you want to try color work using 2 colors at once, this ring is a lifesaver. It keeps the strands separated so they don't tangle, and it also protects your finger from getting a friction burn if you knit tightly. Blocking mats and knit blockers. Finally, The secret to making your homemade items look professional: blocking. You pin your wet knitting into these foam mats to dry flat. And these knit blockers look like combs with multiple pins. They make pinning down a straight edge so much faster than using 100 individual sewing pins. I hope you found this tutorial useful. I am here to help beginners discover the joy of knitting through easy, cozy projects. If you are ready to relax, knit, and make something beautiful, then you are in the right place here at Relax Knitting.